Do one sweep. That was it, one sweep and you let go of it. It's too low pace. Guys, in these rounds, there's got to be at least 2 to 3 attacks per round. Otherwise, you're not training to win, you're training to try and win the spar. Win the spar's irrelevant. You've got to try and put yourself in danger and try and win the match. Okay? And then we can learn how to get out of it. But you're very upright. It's your style, Chris. You're upright. It's your style. But generally speaking, you can't get double leg on your toes. It's very judoka. You won't get double leg like this on your toes. If you're going to get double leg or single leg, you've got to come in. You've got to hustle a little bit more. Okay, let's do another set of rounds.
I think everyone's kind of like going to be surprised that Paige has a lot better grappling than they think. Because I think you get drawn tight, the kicks, the punches, the this and that, but everyone kind of forgets. Like, he spent a lot of time on the ground. He's got toe hold finishes. You know, he's got subs before, so it'll be fun. He's sick. I mean, I'm super thankful I don't have to add some ground and pound, so that's helpful. He's got mad grip. I know it sounds weird, but like if he starts taking your hands and like gripping you, he's awkward. He can wrestle really well. Like, people are gonna be surprised. So I'm quite excited to watch that. And then just been training with him the last couple of weeks. He's felt really good. So you're gonna get a good Paige showing up. I think he'll go through Condit. Is the reality. I think he's explosive. He's strong. He's grippy, and he's creative. So I think he takes his kickboxing traits into jiu-jitsu.
So we are here today in Alperton, London, at London Shoot Fighters, the home of absolute beasts, dragons, lions, bears, oh my, all of that. And yeah, we just been working hard. We had a very grappling heavy day, and I have been for a little while now, obviously in the lead up to this next event. But yeah, we're in a place where champions are made. I wanted to, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time. It's always difficult to find the correct time to do it because you have to take a break away from something. But I was just like, look, I want to make a big run in the UFC and I want to just improve all areas of my game. And the weakest part of my game is the grappling. So I just wanted to kind of level that up a little bit more, have a bit of a crash course on solely focusing on just the grappling, the wrestling, jiu-jitsu. So that's what we're doing at the moment. While I was doing that, the opportunity to do actually grappling competition came up and I was like, that's a good way of really honing the skill, really making me focus, really by having a target. So I thought, yeah, perfect, I'm gonna do that. You know, this Polaris came through, Carlos Condit, which is an amazing name, he's already been doing Polaris shows. Opportunity came up and I was like, yeah, let's go, man. That's a great name to kind of be. Obviously, I'm sure when people would have put our names together, we would have been in an MMA match, so it's quite weird for people to see us in a grappling match. But yeah, it's a great time for me to do it.
Hold your wrist. How to use your wrist, don't let go.
Something like Condit, I guess it's just the unknown. The unknown. A lot of people don't really know of, obviously, the things that they can look at during my MMA matches. They can say, obviously, there's a weak point there, but I'm not focusing on jiu-jitsu. The aim in my MMA fights is to get away from the jiu-jitsu. So I'm, you know, even like my last fight, I let the guy take my back, but at the same time, I haven't been submitted in that area. So obviously know something. So it's hard for him. I guess it's just the unknown. He doesn't really know what type of style I'm gonna come with. Am I a judoka style? Like with sweeps, do I go for more wrestling style, like with shots? What type of wrestling? Am I American wrestling style? Is it like Russian, more Russian, playful wrestling? Like, he doesn't know what I'm gonna present. He has to figure me out on the day. I think that's probably gonna be the hardest thing, is he has nothing to go on. He's just gonna have to, similar to myself, just train on being better at jiu-jitsu, and hopefully that be enough for him. So I think that's the difficult thing, is he doesn't know what angle I'm coming from.
I'm cooking what, bro? He's out. How tidy shit. Okay, yeah. I'm chilling.
I'm cool, man. I've done 10 rounds today, bro.
No one has any idea how strong and actually good everyone is here grappling. That's the reality. Norbert's a nightmare, Paige's a nightmare, everyone's a nightmare. It's fine. Chizora's a nightmare, bro. You can grapple.
I'm the best here, bro.
I'm the best.
He's grappling for a table.
The only problem now is I just got dressed up. If I was warmed up, coach, tell him. Yeah. No, I have to leave, bro. Before you get me starting.
Polaris, get
I have to leave now.
If you find that he's just making
Jiu-jitsu style. Jiu-jitsu! I got it. Oh, what are you looking at me for? That's against the rules, bro. Bro, he did really good in
on the horse.
No.
Not doing good on the
How are you even saying that? Oh, listen, I'll tell you why he thinks I did do well. Because when he first, bear in mind, I've never ridden a horse in my life.
Bro,
I've just
first
got
you
on there.
think the horse went left and you almost flung over.
I'm fucking galloping after like an hour of.
dudes you see hanging off the side of the horse.
See, that's what I like to think. I was looking like maybe hanging on, but.
Yeah, you seen me what you think you look like? What you actually look like? That's my man right here.
He goes, right, when you get on the horse, you hold the reins in the left and you hold the right hand on the fucking stick or whatever. So this is what he's told me. So now it's like you galloping, seeing I'm coming, fucking hacking it in, so I'm hacking it in, holding there, and I come in thinking I'm looking at the bollocks, and he's like, you look like a lady, you look like a fucking girl, why are you coming in like that? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm galloping. And then he's like that, let your hand go, so we had to redo it, and that's when I'm coming in, I'm just waving his hand about like some fucking, I don't know what to do with his hand, so I'm just trying to make it look like cowboyish. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a funny story actually, me and Nathan meant to fight on a domestic scene. Fortunately, the first time we was meant to fight, I got injured. Second fight, I was meant to fight him, I took it on short notice, jumped on the track, went to let some sprints go just before the fight, pulled my hamstring, so that didn't happen, and then obviously I got to the UFC and we was in the UFC. I thought it may happen there, but it never did. Obviously just not really meant to be, so I'm happy now to get in there and just test my grappling skills against him and have a beer after. Obviously my approach to winning remains the same, but it's not as intense as MMA. I'm just looking forward to getting in there and just having a good grappling match against another high level athlete. Yeah, his foot sweeps. I know he's good at them. I did watch his last fight the other week against on the last Polaris card. So beautiful foot sweeps. So I'm looking to not get swept and maybe counter some of them. Good. I'm excited. Been a while since I've done grappling competitions, grappling match. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's not as serious as my fight camps are for MMA, but I still take it with the same intensity, so be prepared to be entertained.
I fucking headbutted the shit out of your knee, bro. Alright, bah!
When you come back up with that camera.
Yeah, they're still mad about 1776.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the road from me, about half an hour, so it'd be nice to get back in London and obviously grapple closer to home, then fight all aboard. Like, I can't remember last time I actually fought in England was a while ago, so it'd be nice, especially just being up the road. I'm excited to be in Polaris. This will be the first of many, and I'm looking forward to putting on a show for the fans. I'm an exciting guy. I'm quick off the mark, so I expect it to be exciting. So I'm coming for the syrup. Kamakonda time, motherfucker.
Long G and Big Turk, nigga, I ain't gonna say about the bitch found now. Couple baby mamas and they look like some. Ain't the type nigga wanna put.
Yeah, my first time competing at Polaris was in June. I was fighting for the first women's 70 kg title. and it was an amazing experience. The event is super professional, and I really enjoyed competing for them. I was able to win that match with a decision over Jessica Tortilla. She's a very tough athlete from Finland, and this time I'll be competing against Nia Blackman. It'll be my first time defending my title with Polaris, so I'm very excited to be back. Nia Blackman was in the plus 65 division, and I was in the minus 65. So we were competing alongside each other, and she was also able to make it by winning trials. Yeah, I'm very excited to test myself. She's a black belt, a world champion, and of course she made it to ADCC, so a very tough opponent, and I'm very excited to test my skills against her.
Helena came as a teenage prodigy, very, very talented, but with a game which was almost entirely built around bottom game and submissions. Her major submissions were all upper body submissions. When she first came here, the first step was to make her strong in leg locks so that she could attack the whole body. And within a very short time frame, she was very successful in this, winning many local competitions almost exclusively by leg lock. This was a big change in her career direction. But her aspirations to the highest levels of the sport, and in order to do that, she also has to learn the standing game. She's been making good progress on that. Even though she had no affinity for standing grappling, she's making strong progress, and it's really rounding out her game. She's got a much stronger top position and pressure game now as a result of that. So I would say in the time she's worked with us, the biggest changes that you'll see in her game are very, very strong leg locking now, much better top pressure, and the beginnings of a standing game. One of the remarkable things about watching Helena's progress is the affinity she has for competition. She really actively goes out to compete as often as she can. Many athletes, especially when they start becoming more famous, are reticent about having too many competitions. They don't want to be studied so much by their opponents. Helena has the exact opposite approach. For her, all competition is good. She'll even go to like a local show, and she approaches competition as something to be practiced in exactly the same way that skill is practiced. She sees competition as a skill in and of itself above the various techniques and tactics that you learn in the gym. And I think that's a very, very good way to look at it. The result, of course, is that when she goes to compete, she looks very, very calm and collected, as though she's done this so many times that it's even when she goes to compete at the highest levels, she looks very, very relaxed.
I haven't watched many videos of Nia, but I do know that she has a very good guard, and she's also very strong in the standing position. So I'll try to focus on playing my game and kind of putting her in positions that kind of help me, and yeah, just like going for the submission the whole time, going for the win. Yeah, I've been training, as I said previously, 5 days a week, twice a day, and all of my training partners have been super helpful, including my professor John and Gordon. I've also been training a lot with Gary, as I did today, and all my other teammates. Like they always help me improve and kind of help me out with any techniques that I need to, and I'm really grateful to have such an amazing team.